Hi guys, I'm David Hayward and welcome to the course. You made it. I'm so glad you're here. This is just a brief introduction I want to give to the course. Now look, I thought, should I look the part, should I go and get my hair done and like a haircut or wait no. Or should I, put on a nice shirt and, maybe some foundation, I don't know what, shave and everything. But I thought, no, you know what? I'm going to be myself. I'm just going to be myself. I've worked hard to be myself. I've worked hard to be authentic. I've worked hard to be me. And so I'm just going to be me in front of the camera with you. I want it to be very relaxed. I want it to be very intimate. I want you to feel connected with me. I'd like to feel connected with you. And so the one way we can do that is just by you saying hi in the comments. Even though this is recorded, if you comment in the comments, tell us a bit about yourself, maybe. You can meet other students, perhaps. If you want to remain anonymous, though, that's completely up to you. Also, if there's any questions you have or any suggestions you might have for the course or something you really want to hear about, let me know and I can add it later on. I can easily add another module or another section or lecture. So just let me know. I'd love to hear from you. So welcome once again. Listen, I took years to deconstruct. Ever since I can remember, I was always curious and questioning. I was always a little bit rebellious and always kicking against the pricks or authority or whatever you want. I always struggled with my calling as a pastor, and I always was questioning the faith and beliefs and theology, and all through my BA and my master's and diplomas and all this kind of stuff. I was always considered a little bit of a rabble-rouser and hard and difficult to please. And it's because of my mind. I just have a curious mind. I just have a mind that wants to know and wants to understand. I want to know the truth. So my deconstruction really happened over years. Now, there were traumatic moments. Like I remember the time when I suddenly realized that the Bible, for me, in my opinion, is not the inspired word, the very word of God dictated to men. That was a devastating moment. That happened many, many years ago. But I remember that just as clearly as it was yesterday. I remember the time when I lost my trust in authority, church authority, when I was fired back in 2002, unjustly, I might add. And it really brought home how evil systems can be and inhumane. Boy, do I have stories. I know you might as well. And there was a couple of deconstructions that went on in my life. There was the theological deconstruction that was pretty much continuous with sudden traumas that catapulted me forward. There was also my constant deconstruction with the church as well. Well, it was difficult to do being a pastor. But that constant struggle with the church and my call, and eventually I left the ministry in 2010 after serving the church for like 30 years. And I really haven't been back. We'll visit churches, but I'm not a part of the church like I used to be, that's for sure. But I remember there were times when I would lie in my bed and overcome with fear, like what have I done? And is God angry with me? Is he rejecting me? Am I going to hell? I was worried about my relationship with the church. I was filled with guilt for not being compliant and conforming. I dealt with shame because me being the way I was, people found it easier to reject me. I was afraid of the eternal consequences or the effect on my family and my kids. I was afraid of rejection from my own family and from my friends. So deconstruction can be a horrible thing. And I remember that the year after I left the church in 2010, I thought it was fine. I really thought I was doing well. But Lisa said to me, my wife, David, you need help. You really need help. And we talked about it for a bit, and I realized, you know what? I thought I was feeling peaceful, but in fact, I was feeling nothing. I was frozen inside, and I needed to work things through about my vocation and all that kind of thing. That was pretty difficult, but I got help. I found a counselor locally, and I found an online coach. I laid good money down for those people, and I'm so glad I did. They helped me. I just do want to say, though, one-on-one for me made all the difference in the world. It didn't cure me. It wasn't their job to cure me. What it did, though, was it provided me the tools I needed to help myself. They helped me help myself. And that's what I can do for you. I can help you help yourself. And that's what this course is meant for, to get you beginning on that track of helping yourself, so that by the end of this course, you'll feel less afraid. You won't be afraid of those monsters and demons and hell and all those things. I hope you'll feel less ashamed and more confident in yourself, that you're trusting your gut and that you're the best pilot of your soul. And to trust yourself, have confidence in that, and to feel less guilty. You know, no matter how dark things are or how confused you are, that doesn't make you wrong, and that doesn't make you a sinner. That doesn't make you go into hell or whatever. I also want you to feel less confused. I want to provide a framework for you, sort of a theological framework, a philosophical one, an intellectual one, whatever you want to call it, so that it makes sense out of what you're experiencing. These wild and crazy feelings, because deconstruction, you know, losing your, changing your beliefs and losing your faith and all those things are terrifying. A lot of people don't understand that who aren't religious or spiritually inclined or minded, because for many of us, religion is such a major, major component of our lives. And it's so interwoven into who we are. It's such a part of our DNA that people don't understand. It's like, you know, removing one of those brain tumors that has tentacles all through the brain. It's almost, or maybe seemingly impossible. And the after effects can be difficult to overcome, right? You know what I'm talking about. I certainly do, because that was my experience. So I want you to feel better by the end of this course. Like me, I want you to feel at peace. I want you to feel happy. I want you to feel hopeful again, that things are going to be okay. Now listen, I'm not trying to convince you of anything. I'm not trying to convert you to my point of view. I'm not trying to persuade you to think like I do. I'm not coming to you with the correct way to think, okay? And that's something I'm known for, and I'm kind of proud of it. People don't feel pressured by me to believe a certain way. In fact, I run an online community called The Lasting Supper for people in your very situation who are deconstructing. And they say, David, we don't even really know what you believe. And that's a good thing, because that means I feel free to believe what I want, and I feel mutual respect in this group. It doesn't matter. You're not trying to convert to anybody to your way of thinking. And I can hold my own beliefs without fear of rejection. And that's exactly what I want you to feel. I'm not trying to persuade you or convince you or convert you or anything. I want you to be happy with where you are. I want you to realize that you're actually in a good spot. You know, you're not a victim here. This isn't happening to you. You're doing this to yourself. I believe our unconscious, or our souls, or our spirits, or ourselves with a capital S, are striving to grow, yearning and stretching to evolve spiritually. And that's what's happening to you. You're tired of the confinement and the box. You're tired of feeling trapped and small. And you want to break free into the spiritual growth that you rightly believe belongs to you. And so even though you might feel like it's happening to you, it's really not. I really do believe that our deepest selves gush forth with purpose, and it's pulling us into our future and into our healthier selves. So again, welcome to the course. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you signed up. I'm really looking forward to interacting with you and getting to know you better. And I'll see you in the next section. Okay? Bye for now.